KJRH talks with our garden expert, Paul James, about watering your plants during the summer months for 2 Works for You in the Garden.
Good morning, welcome back to In the Garden. And Paul, definitely summertime out here. And summertime for us means that blazing sunshine and little if any rainfall. So that's generally a problem when we're talking about our lawns and our gardens.
Time to water. Time to water a lot. And first off, let me just say, for those of you who have an automatic sprinkler system, I know they're convenient, they're wonderful, but you can't rely on them exclusively with weather conditions like we've had recently to really deep soak your plants. So no matter what your setting is, no matter what, you're gonna have to drag out the hose every now and then.
Okay.
Now, when you do that, unfortunately, here's the way a lot of people like to water. Okay, I'm done. That didn't do much anything except soak those leaves. It really, here in my place, I water exclusively by hand.
Okay.
It takes me close to 45 minutes to water. Now, I know that's a long time, but that's what it takes, especially since I've got the vegetable garden, I've got ornamentals, I've got bonsai, I got a lot of stuff I got to water, a lot of container plants. You know, if you have a beverage in one hand, the beverage of your choice, of course.
Exactly, yes.
In the mornings, that's typically coffee for me. In the evenings, it's something entirely different. But
Obviously water.
You got to just stand there and really deep soak the plants. These are strawberries I'm watering now. This fig, it'll tell me when it's really needing water. Those leaves will start to wilt. You know, I may have to stand here a good 6 or 8 minutes. The only way to confirm how much water you're delivering is pretty low tech. You just either can stick a little plastic tub on the ground and wait and see, you know, when you get a good inch or maybe even 2 this time of year. Or take a trowel and stab it in the ground, pull back and see how much that water has gone down into the soil.
And I know we're doing this just kind of to show folks exactly what we're doing when we're watering, but if we're doing it right now where we're sun, this is something I've always heard, don't water your plants when it's really sunny because it'll burn the leaves and that kind of thing. Fact, myth, somewhere in between?
Total fiction.
Okay.
No, that won't happen. Now, there are preferred times of the day to water.
Okay.
Mornings are ideal. Typically, you have a little bit better water pressure, and it gives leaf surfaces a chance to dry off.
Okay.
Because if you water late at night, leaf surfaces remain wet overnight, then you're asking for fungal diseases. I would say that depending on your schedule, the best time to water is whenever it's convenient for you. You know, because if you don't water at all, then your plants are goners. In the lawns, you know, if you've got the cool season grasses, fescue in particular, they do take a lot of water, but as we get into really hot conditions, no matter how much water you deliver, they do tend to brown out a little bit.
Okay.
Winds will really dry plants out. So the combination of 20, 25 mile an hour winds and 90+ degree temperatures, that's what's really bad.
So even though a little breeze in the summer helps us out, it really hurts our plants.
Right. I could use a little more of a breeze right now.
Yeah.
Container plants, let's go over here and water some container plants. Okay, container plants, Taff, kind of a different beast. And again, a lot of people will come up and just, well, that's plenty of water.
We're good.
No, it's not. I mean, you guys mind? I'm trying to do a show here. You got to just stand here and really soak the dickens out of this stuff. Ideally, you can't tell in this case, but ideally where the water, you can see the water actually coming out of the drainage hole. And the bonsai, right now, I'm watering these twice a day. And I don't just water the pot itself. I
got some entertainment with us today.
I soak the benches, I soak the area around it to increase the humidity. Nice one, Stella.
Yeah.
Because even though you may say, okay, we're at 64% humidity, don't be fooled. That's not a high enough humidity for a lot of plants. They really want even more than that.
Okay.
So I just really soak the dick. You're gonna break the plant, Rita. You just broke the plant, Rita. For crying out loud, this is our show. And a quick word on mulch. Mulch, on the one hand, is your best friend, okay? Because it retains soil moisture. However, if you put down a 2, 3, even 4-inch layer of mulch, you're gonna have to water much longer because that water first has to percolate through that mulch layer before it even gets to the soil. I have tried for years to write a definitive instructions, for instance, for how to water. There's too many variables. There's different soil conditions. There's just way too many variables. So the bottom line is just get out and water and do it routinely. Okay. Stella, where'd you go? Here we go. Say goodbye.
That's some good leaping right there.
That is.
Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Oh, yeah. I got a new show idea.
Debuting it next week.